Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, today in this video I am going to discuss chapter 1, the third level, written by Jack Finney. So we are going to read this beautiful chapter. Before beginning, let me give you a small introduction to this chapter. The third level, written by Jack Finney. Dear students, in this story, in this chapter, the writer has given a very decent account in which there is a fine blend of fantasy and reality. The chapter which we are going to read, in this chapter, the writer has given a very decent account in which there is a fine blend of fantasy and reality. The chapter moves from fantasy to reality, then vice versa. Charlie in this story is a young man of 31 who narrates his usual experience of having been to the third level. In this story, Charlie, a man of 31, tells us his unusual experience for having been on third level, which was of Grand Central Station, New York. While the president of the New York Central and the New York Railroad will swear that there are only two. According to president of New York and other officials, other prominent people, there were only two levels, but according to Charlie, he went on third level. According to Charlie, the that central station, that Grand Central Station, was having third level too. Charlie even claims to have seen the old world charms of 1894. Charlie also claims that he had seen the old world charm in 1894. His psychiatrist friend Sam called it a walking dream wish fulfillment. Charles' psychiatrist friend Sam calls it walking dream wish fulfillment. In a way, the third level is a medium of escape for Charlie from the harsh realities of modern life. According to Sam, his fantasy about third level was a medium for running away from the harsh reality. But Charlie does not agree. He continues his search. One day, while going through his stamp collection, he finds an envelope. He opens it and sees a letter of July 1894. He got a letter of July 1894, written by Sam. His friend ascertains the third level who is living at the Galesburg at the moment. That is Galesburg. Galesburg at that moment. So, dear students, this story confuses the readers, because the story moves around fantasy and reality. We can say fantasy to reality and reality to fantasy. This story keeps on moving. So, we have gone through a small introduction. Now, let me show you some important incident of the story, some important things which happened in the story. Let me show you on your screen and try to understand the story. As many students, they always complain they do not understand this story, because a lot of confusion in the story. So in this video I will try you to understand this story 100%, so that there would be no confusion. Okay, so let me show you some more points, some more important incidents of the story, which we should keep remember to understand the story in a better way. The Third Level by Jack Finney is an interesting story that is set after the World Wars. Consequently, the life was full of fear, insecurity, war, and worry. This story talks about the figments and imaginations that can be used to escape from reality. It takes readers back in the time of joy and peace. Charlie, the protagonist, wants to escape from the harsh realities of modern world and imagines the world of 19th century, where the people were living peaceful life, and they had ample time for themselves. The story weaves together psychological journey of the narrator into the past, present, and progresses towards future. First level for the trains of 20th century, second level of suburban trains, mushrooming with subways, staircases, and corridors like a tree. Charlie's descriptions of the third level, imaginary. Smaller rooms, fewer ticket windows, wooden, old styled information booths, derby that and gold pocket watches, men with beards, sideburns, and mustaches, women with skirts, high buttoned shoes, and legs of buttoned sleeves, brass spittoons on the floor, open flamed gas lights, old styles locomotives with funnel and shaped stake, newspaper The World, 11th June 1894. Charlie wishes to buy 2 tickets to Galesburg. Clerk stares at him since the currency is different. Clerk stares at Charlie since the currency which he was having was different. Moves from past to present. In reality, runs from there. So, dear students, this is Charlie's imagination, his fantasy, which we have just gone through. Now, what were the things in reality? Charlie shares his experience about his fantasy and reality both. Psychiatrist friend Sam refuses to believe, considers walking dream wish fulfillment. Wife Lucia gets worried, disbelieves too. Presidents of New York swear on the existence of two levels. Now, Sam also disappears. Charlie gets note from Sam of dated 18 July 1894. Sam suggests to keep on searching for the third level. Reaches third level, Galesburg, World of Peace. Starts new business of hay, grain and cattle. Enjoys happy and peaceful life. First day cover. What is first day cover? Stamp collectors buy stamps on the day of release. Mail to envelopes, blank paper in it with the postmark of the date to themselves. Covers remains unopened. Charlie inherited a stamp collection from his grandfather. About Charlie. Charlie in the story is a 31 years old ordinary person, takes temporary refuge from reality. Wife Louisa worries, imagines himself at Galesburg in 1894 to stay back at the third level, wants security and peace. Hobby stamp collection. So, dear students, it's all about the story. I hope you have got the story now. Earlier, many students were confused because some part of the story is imagination and some part of the story is reality. So, also we saw that his psychiatrist friend Sam, earlier he was not believing what the narrator Charlie was telling him, but at the end of the story we have seen he himself disappeared and sent a letter dated 18th July 1894. So, dear student, his friend Sam, a psychiatrist, also find the way for escaping the harsh realities. At those days wars were going on, so that is why they found it very easy to run away from the reality and to imagine the things in a different way, how they were happening in olden ways. So that is why here Charlie and Sam both used the same way for escaping from the reality. Okay. Now let us understand the story in detail. So let us go through the summary of the story to understand it in a better way, dear students, as a lot of confusion regarding this story. Students always complain that we did not understand the story well. I hope the part which we have gone through as of now, you have got the story very well. The points which we have discussed, those points are very important to understand the story very well. Okay. So what is the summary of this chapter? In this chapter, first of all, Charlie shares his unusual experiences. Charlie is the narrator of this story. He relates his unusual experience. One night last summer, he worked late at the office. He was in a hurry to get uptown to his apartment to see his wife Louisa. So he decided to take the subway from Grand Central Boat Station. Okay, it is faster than the bus. He runs into Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue, and goes down the steps to the first level. Then he walks down to the second level where the suburban trains leave from. He enters the arched doorway and is got lost at the central station. Grand Central Station has 2 levels, but Charlie says that there is a third level too. He has been there to the third level. This worries his wife Louisa and his psychiatrist friend Sam. They find it absurd as Grand Central has only 2 levels. They consider it as a psychiatric problem, a way to escape from tensions of modern reality. The modern world is full of insecurity, fear, war, and worries. He just wants to escape. Sam calls it a walking dream fulfillment. Okay, dear students, so it was all about Charlie's unusual experience. Now, what was Grand Central look like? So, Grand Central was growing like a tree, according to Charlie in the story. Charlie thinks that Grand Central is growing like a tree. It is pushing out new corridors and staircases like roots. He has been in and out of the Grand Central hundreds of times. Once he gets into a tunnel about a mile long and comes out in the lobby of the Roosevelt Hotel. Another time he comes up in an office building on 46th Street. For many people, this place has been an exit, a way of escape, but nobody knows about the long tunnel. He goes on walking and finds none. Then he comes out on the third level. For just a moment, he thinks he is back on the second level. Now, Old World of 1894 has been described in the chapter. There he found the smaller rooms with fewer ticket windows and train gates. A man was there in the wooden information booth. The lights were dim and sort of flickering of light caught his eyes. He looked around and saw that everyone in the station were dressed like it 1890 something. He had never seen so many beards, sideburns, and fancy mustaches in his life. Women wore only fashioned dresses and high buttoned skirts to the shoes. Then he caught a glimpse of a locomotive, a very small Courier and Ives locomotive with a funnel shaped stake. Everything looked a century old. To make sure, he went over to a newsboy and found the newspaper The World of June 11, 1894. Thus, he discovered that he was in the year 1894. So this is all his imagination. These things was not happening with him in reality. Okay. His wish to go to the Galesburg Illinois. He turned towards the ticket window to purchase 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, along with his wife. Even today, it is a wonderful town. It has big old frame houses with big lawns and huge trees. In 1994, people would sit, the women waving palm leaf fans. Fireflies would be seen flying all around. It was a peaceful world with men smoking cigars. He longed to go back there with the First World War still 20 years off and the World War II over 40 years in the future. Now, what happened at the ticket window? He went to the ticket window and asked for 2 tickets for Galesburg, Illinois. The clerk figured the fare but stared at him on seeing the notes. He nodded at the bills and said, "That aren't money, mister, and if you are trying to skin me, you won't get very far." He had old style notes and did not want to be jailed for cheating. Next day, he withdrew $300 old style notes. Next day, he withdrew $300 styled notes and did not want, $300. Next day, he withdrew from his bank, out of the bank, and bought old style currency. Things were cheaper in those days. He went to the ticket counter, but he never found the corridor that led to the third level at Grand Central Station. His wife Louisa was much worried when he told her all that. She asked him not to look for the third level anymore. After a while, he stopped and went back to the stamp collecting. Now, his friend Sam Winner disappears. Sam, his psychiatrist friend, disappears himself. Now, both of them, Charles and his wife Louisa, have proved that the third level is still there. His psychiatrist friend Sam Winner disappeared from the city. Nobody knew his whereabouts, but Charlie suspected him to be in the Galesburg. He liked the place very much. During his school days, he used to tell Sam about Galesburg. Thus, Sam had always expressed his liking for the place and that Sam could be there in the year 1894. Now, turning to stamp collecting. Charlie had the hobby of stamp collecting. His grandfather was also a stamp collector. That night, Charlie found among the oldest first day covers a rare envelope. It was married to his it was mailed to his grandfather at his home in the Galesburg. The postmark showed July 18, 1894. Charlie had never seen that envelope before. He could not understand how it came there, so he took it out and opened. It was addressed to Charlie by Sam. It was written that Charlie was right about the third level. Sam had found the third level. He was in Galesburg. It was a high, wonderful place where someone was playing a piano and others were singing "Seeing Nellie Home." It was written that Charlie and Louisa should keep looking till they found the third level again. The letter was signed by Sam. He found out that Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency. This money was sufficient to start the small business of grains, wheat, and hay that he had the mind. But he could neither go back to his old business nor the Gallus Illinian of 1894. Sam was none but his old friend psychiatrist. So dear students, it's all about the story, the third level. In my next video, I'll explain the story line by line. So I hope now this story is very much clear to you, in which this story just moves, around the imagination. Most part of the story is imagination. Those days, everyone was suffering with insecurity, world war. So, they were not living in a peaceful world. So, in order to escape from these insecurities, the thoughts of insecurities, war, Charlie started thinking about old days and he lost in his imagination the way that he started feeling that really he had entered in 1894. But it was not in reality, it was just his imagination. Later, when he described all these things to his psychiatrist friend Sam, Sam also found it very interesting to leave the harsh reality of insecurity, war. So that is why he also used the same way to escape from the reality. And at the end of the chapter, we have seen, considering that he was in 1894, he wrote a letter to Charlie and Louisa and invited them to keep searching and asked them to keep searching the third level, and whenever they would find the third level, they should go there. So it's all about the story. The third level, really there was no existence of third level. It was just imagination of Charlie. Later it also became the imagination of Sam. So they both used the third level to run away from the reality. In reality, there was world war was going on, there was insecurity, there was fear. So that is why they used this term, and Sam used Charlie's idea to get away from the harsh reality. So it is all about the story. So dear students, let us go through line by line explanation in my next video. Thank you for watching this video. See you tomorrow.